What is up, guys? FallenRedZeo here, and today we're doing more Marvel Legends. This time we have the second vintage wave, I think is what it's called. Again, I can't remember the exact name of it, but this is the wave 2. We're finally doing video on it, so it kind of took a while to get the figures and everything, and then my brother was only going to buy like 2 or 3 of them, but then decided to get the whole set, so now we're doing a video on it. So yeah, it's kind of late, but that's just, what we do here on the channel. We always do stuff late because we can't, get stuff as fast as other people do, unfortunately. So anyway, so in this wave, so we don't have any build figures or anything to look at with these Marvel Legends. They're just the actual figures themselves that you see, and of course they're supposed to be vintage style, so it's the character. It's supposed to be kind of like an older appearance or something, just like their basic version or something, and then it's on this nice carded back here, where it says character, and like so Scarlet Spider in this case, and then shows a character and stuff, has a bunch of like little comic pictures there in the background, so it's just supposed to be like a classic action figure looking design. So yeah, of course there, as we saw from the beginning, we have Scarlet Spider and then Hawkeye over here. Then we've got Black Panther and Ant-Man, and then of course go with Ant-Man, we got the Wasp and the Vision. And so of course these are all like their old school first appearance sort of looks and everything, that all look really cool. But let's go ahead and open each one of these and we'll look at them individually and stuff and what they come with and everything. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first up is the Scarlet Spider, and this figure's kind of cool, but I have some issue with like each of these figures. It's nothing major, it's just the, to me, like classic Marvel Legends thing, but we'll look at it here in a second. So we got the, of course, the classic looking Scarlet Spider here. So we got the all red suit with the blue like hooded sweatshirt here that's got the arms cut off and everything. So I like the look of that a lot. So of course, again, we've got a metallic red suit, so it's all red, from top to bottom, all red suit, and then the paint on this figure itself is just a metallic red, as you can probably see with the detail and everything. So it's got the classic Spider-Man, or not classic, but Spider-Man style eyes there, the white eyes that are supposed to be, very bug-like, but they're really big on this outfit, costume or whatever. It looks weird and cool at the same time. I think it fits really well with it and adds some, contrast to all the red with the giant splotches of white there and everything. Then, of course, again, the blue hoodie here, again, with the spider logo, the black spider logo on it. It's cool. You can see, the hood on it, and it's even got, the drawstrings there for the hood and everything, and then it's just a blue sweatshirt, and again, has the spider, as I said there, as you can see. And then on his wrist, he does have his web shooters, and of course he shoots all sorts of different stuff, but mostly the web shooters, what those are. And then have more capsules here on his belt, so he's got a belt there with more capsule things. I like how they did the detail on this. Of course, the sweater, how it's all designed, look like a shirt would with the folds and everything, but it's even pushed up here around the capsules on his belt and stuff, so it's even, molded around him, as you can see, which I like that detail that they put into it. And then he's got these pockets down here on his ankles, again, to hold more weapon stuff, because he shoots all sorts of weapons and stingers and all sorts of stuff from the gauntlets and everything, so he's got more little pockets there down on his feet, which look kind of funny. And then he's got the weird, Spider-Man style feet that look weird shaped and stuff. I always think they're funny. But for movements, which is what we'll look at now, of course the head can twist, can nod, obviously twist side to side. It's got a shoulder here, obviously, that can bend up, pretty much that's as high as it goes, and then it does, spin all the way around there as they usually do. It's got the bicep twist on it, the double elbow joint there, as you can see the joints, and then the wrist obviously can spin all the way around, and then it has the flex, maybe a little limited due to the gauntlets, especially bending forward there, but it does twist or flex back and forth. So we got that. He does have the ab crunch, like that, as you can see there. As you can see, the spiders changing and everything. He is a little weak, just in the normal stand-up, not like weak, but he has some shake to him, so trying to pose and stuff, he does kind of shake a little bit there. He twists, can twist at the waist, but it's a little bit of issues with this belt on and the capsules things, and so like if you try and twist it, knocks him out of place, so he can't really twist at the waist. Then we've got, of course, his hips, so his legs can come pretty far up, pretty much straight out. A little limited by the back, can't move there. Does have the thigh twist, which again, the issues like this one, I can't get the twist at all. It's like super stuck, so I'll have to do something to loosen that up and get it to move. A double knee joint there, as you can see, and of course the foot can flex back and forth and twist side to side there, as you can see, which kind of looks weird. But again, my issue, as I mentioned with the Marvel Legends, is the whole posing. Like their joints are so stiff that it's hard to get them like to pose and like even to stand up and stuff. I'm having some issues, but shouldn't be too bad though really, once you get them adjusted, kind of, you can see it more. For accessories, he comes with 2 web hands, so again, shooting web hands and stuff you can switch out there if you want to. And then he also comes with the unmasked head of Ben Reilly there, because of course this is the Ben Reilly, which is a clone of Peter Parker. And speaking of, I'll just read the boxes on these just to add more detail into them. It says, the clone of Peter Parker left New York and wandered the country, returning years later calling himself Ben Reilly. He became the superhero known as the Scarlet Spider. So there you can, a little bit more about Ben Reilly, and that he's a clone of Peter Parker, so that's why face-wise he should look like Peter Parker if they had the Spider-Man one with unmasked and everything. But that's going to be it for Scarlet Spider as he falls. And next up is Hawkeye, and so this outfit or suit design is my favorite version of Hawkeye. I love the dark blue and the purple. That's just my favorite look. I wish he would dress like this in the MCU movies, but unfortunately probably the look and stuff they can't really, even though it's not that simple or that hard to like pull off and stuff. The mask may look a little funny, but to me the face looks like they took the MCU version. So of course I can't remember the actor's name, but to me the face kind of does look like him. So it looks like they just maybe took his face and did it, even though you can see, it's a molded head. But to me, he just for some reason has a look of the face of that guy for some reason. But anyways, this character is a little bit weird and different. Again, having issues getting his feet to stand. He may have issues like with the foot design and stuff, but let's go ahead and look at it. So of course, again, like I said, it's classic outfit. So he's got the purple hat on here with the H on it, of course, for Hawkeye. Then it's got the wings off to the side, which again, I like that design to it as well. Reminds me, Captain America with his little wings, but obviously this is more like Wolverine style. You can see his ears though through, so it's holes cut out there in his face there, as you can see. Then we've got his, I guess his blue suit on, so you can see underneath the dark blue suit there that goes all the way down, obviously to his boots, but it's just a blue there on his center parts of his body there. And then it's got the purple on over top of it, and it looks like something you can take off. Looks like it's got a little button here you can pull off, and it is loose, so as you can see it does move up and down on him, and it's kind of loose and stuff. But I like the design on it there, the like whole scaling type design. Then of course it's got some like attachment pieces here to the belt that attach, and it's got like a loincloth design on the front and back there. But I like the whole just purple and blue contrast. I think it looks really nice on a figure. Then of course we've got his arms here. He's got a band on his arm which keeps like slipping off and everything. That's what I hate about these things on Marvel Legends. I wish they just would stick them on with glue or something, but just stick them on there. He's got these purple gauntlets on, blue gloves there on both hands, and then again the blue all the way down to get to his purple boots, exactly like Captain America's, the purple leather boots instead of red like Captain America. But again, I still like the look and design of it overall. So for movements, of course, the head as usual. The shoulder does have some issues here. You can kind of see it does have this little edge right there, which does kind of limit some of the movement, but if you move his arm you can kind of get it up a little higher. So yeah, there is some issues with the movement there, and it looks like it's kind of smashing or stretching out that part there. He does have the snap, as you can hear, which most these figures don't, but for some reason he does, which is kind of weird. But yeah, it can spin around. Obviously the bicep twist, there's the thing falling down again, double elbow joint, of course hand can move and all that. Does have an ab crunch, but because of this outer purple, you can't really crunch it. Same with the waist twist, you can twist it a little bit, but not a whole lot going on there. Of course, leg can come out and back, thigh twist, double knee, foot does twist right above on the shin there, right above the boot, and then of course the foot does all the same flexions. This foot is the one that's having issues. The foot looks like it's just molded in a little crooked. There's extra little plastic there as well. Oops, as I hit the camera. So yeah, this foot has issues kind of posing to get him to stand and everything. So it's not too bad though. He just stands a little crooked is the only thing. For accessories, and of course you got to go with Hawkeye. First off, we've got a quiver here full of arrows. You can't take any of the arrows out, and he doesn't actually have any arrows to like pose with and stuff, but they are in there. You can see the center one is kind of popped out even more. It's got the peg there, so you can stick it onto his back like that, however you want to, whichever side you kind of want to pose it to there. And then of course he comes with the bow as well, which again looks like a real life bow, which I like that they designed it that way and everything. Of course, with the classic version would have just been a regular old school all solid like wood recurve bow, but this is more of a modern style recurve, as you can see with all the holes and designs and stuff. So obviously base is supposed to be more of a classic style design, but with the more modern version of it. And then from his box, just for more information, it says, witnessing Iron Man in action, Clint Barton attempted to emulate the hero by donning a colorful costume and employing his archer skills to fight crime. So there you get a little bit on the background of Hawkeye there, and that's going to be it for this figure. Next up is the Black Panther, and again, this is a pretty simple costume, and it looks very similar to other Black Panthers we got like in the set for the movie and stuff. It's just obviously different colors. So this is an all metallic black. I don't know if you can really see the metallic. It looks pure black on the camera, but in real life it's got like a greenish color tint to it, but it's all metallic. Again, you can see like the sparkle type design into it and everything. Again, I don't know what color wise it's turning out to look like on the camera. It just looks pure black to me, but like I said, in real life it's got like a grayish green color mixed into it and stuff. But we got the design here of the costume, again, very classic looking. So it's got the black face here, of course, with the eyes very similarly designed like a panther does. It's got the ears that are kind of folded back and stuff, so they're not all protrusive and off to the top and everything like some of the figures have. And again, it's hard to like really point out stuff. It's just a solid black figure kind of. It does have the necklace here, which of course is like a symbol of again, I don't know the whole like backstory. Obviously in the Black Panther movie and more recent stuff, the suit is like inside of the necklace, and so when they want to wear it, you know, comes out of the necklace. But I think it was like kind of like a symbol of the Black Panther, you know, as you know, you are the Black Panther, you're wearing this necklace and stuff. So again, I don't know the whole exact comic backstory to that, but that's, you know, mixture of what I think it is and then the movie versions and stuff. But then again, all black. He's got the claws on, so you can see there the claws on the hand. It does have a belt here. Again, I don't know if it's supposed to go, you know, on the top right above the waist twist or right below. It can fit either. I guess below does kind of fit better because then it's not falling down or anything. But it's supposed to be, you know, part of his tights and stuff. But it's like a whole solid suit, so I don't know why he would need like a belt on it or anything. Doesn't kind of really make sense. But and then going down, he's just got feet. Doesn't have like the Spider-Man feet or anything, which was what I expected. They look more just like actual shoes and stuff. So for movements, exactly the same. So head movements, arm movements, which looks like it should yeah, let it go a little bit higher than like the Hawkeye did. But it does twist around, obviously, the bicep twist, double elbow joint, wrist, ab crunch, which is a little stiff, but it does have the ab crunch there, twist at the waist. The legs obviously can come up. He's actually goes a little bit higher with the movements, the thigh twist, double knee, and foot twisting at the shin, and then also the foot at the bottom can twist all the way around. So pretty good for posability, especially for Black Panther, you know, if you want to get into more poses and everything for that. If I can get him the stand. And then for accessories, he does come with fists. So he's got his two punching fists, so you can switch his hands out from the claws to the fist. And then if you do the fist, you can also do these fire things here. The box says like fireballs or something, but they're these white balls, so must be some sort of energy coming out of the suit, Black Panther suit. But yeah, you could obviously stick those onto its hands. And from the box says, with the sleekness of the jungle cat whose name he bears, T'Challa, king of Wakanda, stalks both the concrete city and the undergrowth of the veldt. So there's a little bit more information on Black Panther. Next up is Ant-Man, and so this, of course, the classic looking Hank Pym Ant-Man. Again, my favorite version and look of Ant-Man itself. I like this design the most. As you can see, the figure, like body-wise, is a very slim figure, so he's, you know, very like skinny guy, and he's a, you know, of course, like a doctor and scientist and stuff, so it kind of fits along with that. But I just like how they make him look so skinny and thin and everything. But we'll look at the face here. So of course he's got the ant mask on with the antennas and stuff, so he can communicate with the ants and everything, so I like that. And then it's got the, you know, the communicator part here with the talking. Looks a little bit weird here, like some sort of design issue there. It's obviously not the same over here, but just looks a little bit weird with different colors and stuff. But it's the nice all silver helmet there, and you can see the face underneath, of course. Then he's got the red and black outfit there, of course, with the blue designs onto it. So we've got the red down the, or black down the center around the red. Then we've got the blue gloves, trunks here, and boots as well in blue, and then the rest is all red. He does have the belt on here, which I assume would also be with the original, that it, you know, has shrinking stuff or whatever in the belt like he does in more recent stuff. So you hit the stuff and he shrinks down and everything. Pretty cool wise. For movements, he does have some additional. As you can see, he's got the head there, and then the arm. So this time we have a butterfly joint there, so the arm can move back and forth, as well as bending up as usual, and spinning. Yeah, it can spin. I thought it'd be a little limited just because of the shape, as you can see, of the joint, that's a little bit off, but it does still allow it to spin all the way around. It's got the bicep, double elbow, wrist, of course, ab crunch there, twist at the waist right above the belt, legs can move, thigh twist, which are a little bit stiff there, double knee, and of course the foot can flex and everything. And again, he's another figure with his leg here that I'm having some issues getting to pose and stand. And then he's so skinny, so it's like he's just falling over all the time, but we can get him to stand there. And then the only accessory he comes with is a small wasp here. So a small little tiny wasp, which looks good. And it looks, you know, pretty much, obviously the face is like missing. There's no face on this figure. It's not painted on or anything. But besides that, it looks very similar to the figure we'll see next, like paint-wise and design and everything. So that's pretty cool that it does look like that. So just a little tiny wasp to fly around there. And from the box says, what matters most is not the size of the man in the fight, but the size of the fight in the man. And the bad guys take big hits from Ant-Man. So that's cool little information there. So that's going to be it for the Ant-Man. And next up is the Wasp. And so we've got Janet Van Dyne here now. And of course Ant-Man's wife and everything. And she is the Wasp. And it looks pretty cool. I like the design and stuff. Again, very classic looking outfit design here. But I think it looks pretty good and everything. So there we've got a look at her face. So she's got the short hair there. And of course pink lipstick and everything. I like the look of her hair and stuff. Like the flow of it and layers and everything you can see there. It looks really nice. That's a really nice face sculpt. But it looks, you know, like an actual woman stuff, not weird as they sometimes do with figures. Then we got a body, so of course she's a female, so she's got a very sleek and slender body, so she's got really small arms and everything. But I like her blue, white, and black outfit here. So he's got the blue with the white gloves. Of course, these would be like the boots and everything. And then of course the black for outlining and detail. I like the looks like W there on her chest, of course, for Wasp, and then just the additional detail. She has these little arrows. I don't know if they're supposed to be like stingers, but she has these arrows on a lot, and I always think they're kind of funny that she has arrows on her legs, but it's whatever. It's, you know, just part of the design and stuff. So she's got, yeah, the white boots all the way down, so it's their knee highs are above the knee, I guess, and then white all the way down. And then of course she has the wings, which would be part of her accessories, but I went ahead and just put them on just, you know, so you can see the Wasp, and they look really good. So they're like a clear, but they have this purple metallicness to them, so you can see, you know, in the light they look and stuff just pretty similar to how insects' wings actually do. So that's kind of neat that they do that, and they just popped into the back, and then you can obviously fold them up and then bend them down and stuff, so she's not always, you know, in flying form and everything. Of course she's having issues too. She's got, it's always this left foot on characters that have issues for some reason. So yeah, I can't get her to stand up in that form, and I probably will have issues now trying to get her back with the wings open and everything. But yeah, so I really like the wing design. Again, they can flex and move around, like I said, close in and stuff, so it looks nice, and I really like the look of that figure. So other than the wings, the only other accessory, oh, I forgot to mention other parts. So she's got the head, of course, that can nod there and move side to side. And then again, I mentioned she's the female, so she's got skinnier joints, so her arms can actually bend all the way up, and then they can spin around. Obviously the wings are in the way, so they can't move too far. Does have a single elbow joint. If I can get it there, as you can see the elbow joint there. Of course the hand, same as all the other hands. It's got right under her chest is her, what I guess you'd call it crunch, but it's mostly there, her twist, because she doesn't crunch very much, but she can do a little. It's kind of stiff joint, and then twist a little side to side. No waist twist though, but she does the hips, of course, thigh twist, double knee, and then of course the same foot joint. So the only real difference was the arms on that figure, and then the females don't have the waist twist because they have the ab crunch right under their chest and stuff for that. Her accessory is a small Ant-Man, so we have a miniature Wasp and Ant-Man now. Of course, he doesn't like stand up, trying to get him to stand, but he doesn't stand up for anything. But I really like the little minifigures like this have always been a favorite thing of mine in toys and stuff. So it's cool that they come with that, and that looks awesome. And from the box says, many criminal masterminds have underestimated the diminutive dynamo Wasp, only to find themselves on the receiving end of the bioelectric sting. So that's sounds pretty cool and stuff. And again, I like the classic look and everything of this figure a lot. But that's going to be it for the Wasp. And the last figure from the set is the Vision. And of course, this looks really cool. And I love the classic look of the Vision. I wish the movies would look more like this. But of course, they have to, you know, change it up and everything. But this just looks cool. I love the look of the yellow and the green. I just like that look together. And then his red face, you know, stands out amongst the rest of his body and everything. So there we've got the face of Vision there. So of course he is like a robot or android, whatever. And so, you know, he's looks human stuff, but he's obviously not. But we got his face there, and then he's got white eyes, and then I love, like I said, the red face especially against the green. We have the yellow gem right there, which, you know, in the movies is the Mind Stone. I don't know if that's how it really truly is in the comics, because, you know, Vision was around, I'm pretty sure, before the Infinity Gauntlet and the stones and stuff were, but I know he shoots lasers and stuff still from his eye. Then we go into the green, which looks like a marbled green, so you can see like the swirls and everything into it. It's metallic as well, and it just looks super nice, especially there on his head. The rest of the body is just kind of like flat, doesn't have that swirl, but yeah, for some reason there on his head it's got that swirl design like a marble or something like that. It looks really cool. I like that as well. Then we've got his yellow cape, so it's just an all yellow cape, and I like how they have it so it's attached around the neck, and so it is kind of loose and stuff, but it doesn't have the peg in the back, which they usually do, which is usually always messed up and stuff. But I like the way it looks good, everything. I still like the way it looks. It sits on him perfectly. It helps him stand up so we don't have any standing issues. So it just functions really well as a cape, and it just looks nice, and, you know, fits nice along his shoulders and stuff. Doesn't look all weird. So it's just a nice plastic yellow cape on him. Then we got his body, and so again the green up top, the yellow gem right there on his chest, and then yellow gloves, yellow midsection here, and I like the black lines they put on there and stuff, and then the yellow boots as well to match with the rest. And again, continue on with the metallic green there on his legs and everything. Looks really nice. I just like the way this looks so much. So for movement, his shoulders obviously have a little bit of limitation. He does have the butterfly joint as well, similar to what Ant-Man had. So he's got that butterfly style joint there, and then of course the arm can twist around that. You have to kind of get in proper position, but then the limitation is kind of there on moving up. It can't really go much higher than that, but it's got movements everywhere else though. It's got the bicep twist, double elbow, of course the same hand, ab crunch there as you can see, waist twist, and of course the legs move up high and back, thigh twist, double knee twist there at the shin, and then the normal foot joint as well, of course side to side, and of course flex and everything. And again, the cape helps a lot with standing up, so you don't really have to have his feet in very good position, and he'll stand up because the cape helps, you know, hold him back. The only accessory he comes with, which with Vision, you don't really have accessories unless you have like a laser blast coming out. But the only thing he came with was the old school version Ultron head. So there's the head and what Ultron looked like originally. So he's kind of like hollow inside, and has this red glow, like fiery glow coming out of his eyes and mouth, as you can see there. So you can take this and put it on like the Ultron from the Age of Ultron figure and stuff like that. It'd be nice to have an old school, because I don't think there's one. You know, I do so many figures, I don't know if we've done one or had one in the past. Just like a classic looking Ultron, and this is an alternate head for it or what. But again, it just looks really cool to have the nice Ultron head, and I guess you could switch it out if you wanted to have Ultron Vision. I guess like a mixture and everything, but that's nice as well. From the box says, the Vision is an android who mimics virtually every organic function of a human being, including independent thought. Of course, that makes Vision so smart and cool and everything. And that's going to be it for the Vision. So that's going to be it for this second vintage wave of the Marvel Legends figures, of course, where we had Scarlet Spider, Black Panther, Ant-Man, Wasp, Hawkeye, and Vision. Again, a cool set. I like a lot of the figures. Some, you know, I like the Ant-Man and pretty much all of them. The Black Panther is just kind of too plain to me, but I like the look and everything of all the others. It's a nice pop of color compared to, you know, like movie versions and stuff of figures, so I like doing this vintage wave of stuff. So it was really fun and cool. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Marvel Legends videos, and don't forget to follow us on social media. You can do Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at AwesomeNerdZeo, so you can look those up and follow that, or there's links down in the description, so you can check those out and follow us and stay up to date with videos. And if you have any questions or anything you want to say to us, you can send us comments there and everything, so you can do that as well. So do that, and of course, as I mentioned already, subscribe to the channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.